We saw a few comments stating, what the hell is Steel doing here? He's banned. This is not the American Steel, not the one from Iba Power. This is Steel from Brazil. And in my opinion, a really, really strong player as well. And here we go. It's going to go live. 3 seconds remaining here. And I am absolutely pumped up. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over here in India. But that's okay. I'm wide awake. And I am so pumped up for this game. And here we go. Good luck. Have fun being called. And a great spawn here for... Keat Stars. Unfortunately, since we don't have a caster controlling, a cameraman controlling the action, I'm going to be doing it instead. But that's okay. And they are going to go very aggressive into B here, and making a lot of noise as well. The bomb is dropped outside of B tunnels. And Steel pushing out in lower dock. As Steel taps away, gets the first headshot at Tariq. Great shot from Steel at long range, but kind of with missing the nade there, but that's okay. They get the entry frag, and they're going to push in here as it's going to be up Peter and FNS over at A side, but Hazed and Cutler are going to be seeing a lot of action. Hazed, though, spots one. He's going to nade, but not going to do much damage as the push is going to come in. Hazed, though, tapping away, not able to get a frag. It's Cutler all in. He's going to get taken up with Bolt as well. And FNS jumping and shooting there with Bolt. And Bolt takes him down. And it is going to be a flawless round for the Brazilians. The first round going the way of Keat Stars here. And a flawless execution on the T side. And this is absolutely phenomenal start from the Brazilians. And they want to go to quarterfinals. With CLG, though, the American teams have been comeback teams so far. Cloud9 had a phenomenal comeback game against TSM earlier in Nuke, and now, CLG also had a great comeback earlier on against Hellraisers. But now it's Dust 2, and a very aggressive long triple stack and long coming out. Tariq takes on Bolt with Fallen, replies by a quick frag on the Cutler, and it is a 1-for-1 trade so far. Tariq just on 10 HP, and Peter going really aggressive where he's going to meet Fallen any moment right now. Peter. But it's going to be Tariq who gets one more frag here, and Peter still tapping away, manages to reload. Tariq still alive in the... No, he's not. He goes down, but he does manage to pick up 2 kills there. And FNS and Hayes. Hayes is going to be duking it up with Fur with an MP9, and he's going to get flanked by FNS, pushing up lower dock, and FNS waiting with a knife. And... did the game just lag? Wow, the game just lagging for me there. I have no idea what happened there. I'm just going to retry once more. Okay, that can be my internet. Okay, that's not my internet. It's working fine. So, I have no idea what happened there. Just going to try reconnecting. GoTV just dying there. But here we go. We're back again. Hopefully it's just an in-game pause or something. And hopefully it's not something from my end. And... yep, there was just a GoTV lag there, but yep, Keat Stars win their anti-eco round, and now it's going to be a full eco round coming in from Counterlogic Gaming. We've got 3 men pushing in long, and meanwhile, for those of you who want to watch a VP and Cloud9 game, it is live now, and it's on Inferno, but I'm going to be sticking with this game here, as the Brazilians 2 rounds up, and we got 4 men stacked, 3 men stacked in short, for CLG, and if any one of the Brazilians peek in, that's gonna be... they're in for quite a surprise, but it's gonna be 2 men push coming in as Bolt has fallen. Slowly gonna make the way to A short, where they're gonna spot the first man. FNS is gonna peek out, gonna get taken down by Fallen though, but Tariq replies by a great headshot on the Bolts. Fallen takes on Tariq, and it's gonna be Fallen duking it out with a man at short there, who's still alive, but finally falls to Fur, and that's Cutler, and we still got... Hayes still lurking there at A side. He gets spotted out now. Fallen tapping away. He gets taken down, but it's going to be ZQK who gets a final frag, and it's going to be 3-0 here to Keat Stars, and the first buy round coming out for the Americans, as they do have the op in the hands of Peter. And what better hands to put that big green gun in? Peter's going to go for the glass cannon here. No armor, just a smoke, couple of flashes, and not able to spot him, but he's going to go for the boost, and I love these boosts. Peter just waiting for someone to show himself, and Steel though opening things up. Finesse goes down in long, and they're not showing themselves at mid, as Cutler though replies by a quick frag of his own onto Steel, but Peter is going to fall back. as Cutler is holding long here in pit all by his lonesome as the two Brazilians making the way, make that 3 as Fallen is just holding that angle with the op, and he's gonna peek out, but he's got to deal with Cutler. And did they spot him there? Fallen takes down Peter. Fallen coming on top of the duel. Fallen gets another great headshot on the Cutler. This is great play coming out from Brazilian Oppa. And they're gonna get flashed out though, but the smoke coming in, they should be easily able to go in and get the plant, as it's gonna be Tyrick all alone. He's gonna get his head ripped out by Fur, and it's a 1v4 situation. Hayes is all alone in lower dark, and he should be looking to hold on to his guns. And a great start coming out here for the Brazilians on the T side. And it's going to be 4-0 for them. And Keatstar slowly making the way into... I really like the story behind these two teams, like how both of them came into MLG, complete unknowns, like huge underdogs, and how they managed to shock two big teams. Like I remember Keatstar's taking down, they call the Kings of Mirage right now, but I'm very interested to see how they perform on other maps as well. They managed to take down I think it was Cloud9 if I'm not mistaken, and of course CLG making the debut by taking down LDLC, aka Envious. And dual op setup coming out here as Fallen gets the frag onto Hayes through the mid double doors, and of course it's an eco round for CLG. But Keatstar's here looking quite good so far. It's yet still early in the game, very early in the game. And it could definitely go either way. So as I was saying, the story of these two teams coming in for the offline qualifiers, they didn't have the money. Like at least Keatstar's, they had to, have donations pouring in from pro players. Like Flush had donated quite a large sum of money as well. Flush from Fnatic. We had ESEA helping them out, and the sheer love these players have for the game is what I absolutely love about them. They are willing to risk everything, they're flying all the way down to Katowice, duking it out, and now one of these teams are gonna go to the quarterfinals. Who it is a question, as Fur finishes things off with a triple, and it is going to be 5-0 here to Keatstar's. And CLG though, they always start pretty rough, but they always mount these insane comebacks, so I'm not gonna count them out, and it's very early in the game. And Peter now, he has his hands once more on the op. And this dual op setup from the Brazilians. ZQK going for the long peek here. Nice shot! Takes on Peter, and opposite taking out the equation. Peter, not the duel's not quite working out for him, as Fallen and ZQK take turns picking him off. But it's gonna be a 4v5 situation as FNS picks up the op. The IGL for CLG. But what can they do as against the marauding Brazilians as Fur and Cutler just very close to each other, but just holding the angle, waiting for the other player to make the move. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Brazilians making a lot of noise at mid, but they haven't really committed yet. Just holding it mid, playing it slow. As Balls is just waiting it short. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate so he can make the push. And it looks like it's going to be short play coming out. A short and long sandwich coming out here. But what can Cutler and FNS do? FNS gets the frag onto Fallen. And but no one covering short though. Cutler still holding here. Still holding the angle in long. And FNS is going to flash himself in. And he knows there's a man there. 3 men in short. And FNS has got to do great work. Misses a shot. What a shot coming out from Steel. And Tarek... he's got to make his shots count. Cutler, meanwhile, takes on Fur over there in long. It's a 3v3 situation, and it could still go either way, as we still have one more player, and it's going to be ZQK picking off Tarek. A 2v3 situation here, and he's not pushing in. Takes on ZQK. A 2v2 situation. The bomb is planted, and the bomb is sticking away as well, as Cutler is still quite not yet in the sight, and they can't stick the defuse yet, and the Brazilians are playing this perfectly. And Bolts takes on Hayes. It's all down to Cutler. Just on 23 HP. Can he do anything about it? Yes, he can. Takes on Steel. Is he going to stick the defuse? No, it's not. It's Bolts. Gets the last headshot onto him. And it is going to be 6-0 here to Keatstar's. And this is looking absolutely Absolutely brilliant here for the Brazilians. And CLG, we see this coming out of them once in a while. Even though they should potentially, like common sense dictates, they should try and go for an eco and save some money to go for some bigger guns. They go for these very risky buys, which they haven't able to do something about it once in a while. But oh, ZQK, I don't know how to pronounce his name. ZQK gets up a great shot, opens things up with a great shot on Taric, and now he leaves Fur to hold fort there. As FNS is going to peek out, and it's going to be Fur who takes him down, and it's going to be a 3v5. Two men to the good here for the Brazilians, as ZQK with the AWP. Looking extremely dangerous. Peter, though, picks up the FAMAS off his fallen teammate, and Cutler naded down already, just to 36 HP. And Peter pushed into double doors, but Fair is just waiting for him to make the move, as here we go, Bolt pushing out, being pop flashed in by his teammate, but the bomb is making its way all the way to B, which is pretty interesting, as ZQK takes on Cutler, and ZQK looking absolutely dominating. Fur takes on Peter, is the last man standing. That's Hayes all alone against 4 rampaging Brazilians. He gets fallen though. Make that a 5v1, and he is going to get another frag. He actually gets a triple kill, but eventually goes under Bolts. A valiant effort coming down from Haste, but in the end, it was not to be, as Keith Stars get the 7th round on board here. And this is absolutely spectacular play coming out from Brazilians on the T side. And let's see what CLG are going to do. Finally going to go for the eco. They do have a smoke on FNS. Let's see what they have planned here. Just going to smoke off long. A nade in the hands of Cutler. And Fair opens things once more, takes down Hayes. And it's going to be FNS pushing in really aggressively. He spots a man. He's going to jump out of Fallen. He's not missing his shots at all. And this man is playing like an absolute monster this time around. And A-side is now all down to Cutler to hold fort here. But he's going to go down. It's all alone with Peter, who's going to duke it out with Steel. But Steel with the AK. He's only in 1 HP here. And Peter knows that. He goes hunting for him. And Peter all alone. Just a P250 to play with. And Keith Stars just a few seconds away from making it 8-0 here. And I can see a lot of 7-1 jokes. It's going to be 7-1 jokes. It's going to be coming out, but no, it's going to be 8-0 as Fallen finishes things off with a double kill that round, and a double kill for Fair as well. Of course, it was an eco round, and CLG though, they need to try something very different here, or the Brazilians are running away with it, and they are mixing things up. Taric and Peter with the dual ops here, and one of them looks like they're going to go mid, which is pretty interesting. Fallen takes on Hayes, but Taric peeks out, baiting his teammate, but that's okay. He managed to take down the danger man that's Fallen, but it's going to be B-side wide open as Taric gets caught out with the smoke. He's got to peek out, misses the shot. He's got to get sprayed down through the doors. He's down 52 HP, he's still alive though, and the smoke is going to come in here. And a nade, double nades from Steel and Fur, taking on Peter, and Taric still alive, just on 7 HP. And they're just trying to hold fort here, making sure none of the T's are able to pass through. But look at the bomb is still near T spawn. And the molly, and Taric is going to run through the molly, and he is going to go down as well. And this is falling apart for CLG, as Cutler goes on to Fur as well. As the last man standing is Finesse, and he's going to run away and try and hold on to his rifle of his, that fancy M4A4 Howl. But this, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like the Brazilians all the way, as that Finesse picks up the off Fallen. Picks up the Fallen off. The Fallen off of Fallen's. Wordplay. And FNS trying to save his gun here. And Keed looking really strong here. And of course, do bear in mind that CLG did manage to take down a team like Envious in MLG, and Dust too. But right now, this play, this sheer coordination, and basically the sheer aim, they're not trying anything fancy. Keith Stars are not trying anything fancy at all. They're just playing this. They're just playing this very standard, very standard T side, taking it slow, but they're getting this opening picks, and their aim is absolutely on point here. Like, brilliant entry frags coming in from everyone, from Fair, from Fallen, from ZQK. The dual op setup at mid being the bane of CLG's existence right now. And Peter, he's got his hands on op again. Can he make it work though? Misses the shot, and he's gonna fall back. Is he? No, he's not. Just gonna hold it there. He's got his teammate to back him up, and this FNS pushing it really aggressive. The nade comes in, takes him down to 61 HP, but Peter manages to fall back pretty comfortably. Meanwhile, Peter going for the free fire there on the platform. There's a man there, but is he gonna get a shot? No! Bolts takes him down, and it's like the Brazilians are taking turns swapping ops here, and all of them are playing so well with the big green gun. And this is absolutely spectacular play coming out from the Brazilians, as Cutler though peeks out, takes on Bolts, but it's going to be an A play coming in, and it's all going to be all down to Cutler to hold fort here, as the short play should be coming in any moment right now. But the Brazilians, once again, not committing yet. They still have a lot of time to play with, and they know it. And Fur open things up again, takes on Tarek. And it's only one man inside of A, and that is Cutler. But he does have FNS lurking inside of Pit. Sorry, outside of Pit, just waiting for Steel to peek out, and Steel's going to take him down. It's going to be all down to Cutler here. He's got to definitely do something special. He misses the shot as Steel shoulder peeks him, and then peeks him out and takes him down again. And it's going to be all down to Hayes, a 1v4 situation. And what can he do, honestly? What can he do right now? As he is going to get hunted down by the Brazilians. And ZQK doesn't give a damn, but Hayes gets a quick double, but Steel finishes things off with a nice headshot. And it is a triple kill coming in from Steel as well. And 10-0 here for Brazilians. Look at the scores there. Fur is on 13 kills and just 2 deaths. And the rest of his teammates as well. 10 frags apiece on Fallen Bolts. 11 frags on Steel. And ZQK on 5 frags. But that's okay. 10-0 is the scoreline. And Peter hasn't got a frag yet. And that is so insane. And ZQK, this man, what are these guys on? They are hitting some absolutely insane shots here. As, what the hell is happening? This is absolute carnage here from the Brazilians, and the CLG fans are gonna be wondering what the hell just hit them, as Fur is boosted on top. This is a brilliant boost, but he's smoked off though, but he knows a man has possibly passed by, and it's FNS. What a great boost coming out here from Brazilians, completely unexpected. FNS had absolutely no clue whatsoever there was a man boosted on top, and Fur going for the pop flash, not quite working out, but that's okay, because there are 2 men to the good, as they're going to make the A play coming in, and it's going to be Hayes who managed to get 1 frag. Cutler replies back with a frag as well, but Cutler goes down in the end to Bolts. A 3v2 situation as Peter takes down ZQK, but Fallen, the man with the golden gun here, and he's, what the hell was that shot? What a shot coming out from Fallen through the smoke onto Peter, and it's going to be Hayes all alone, and he doesn't even need to get the bomb down. His Bolts finishes things off by ripping the head off Hayes. 11-0 the score line for Keith Stars, as this is looking, I hope there aren't any kids watching the stream, because this is obscene. This is absolutely obscene. And this is a PG rated material here, as CLG are going to go for the force buy with the FAMASas and the body Kevlar, which is fair enough, as they are facing off the ops in AA case. And Fallen has been playing phenomenally with the op so far. He's going to pop out with the op. The smoke coming out, and FNS little too aggressive, peeking out before the smoke blooms, and he's going to get punished for it by Fallen. And it is again the man advantage here for Keith Stars, and this is looking absolutely obscene, ladies and gentlemen. As Keith Stars are just running across the map, picking the Americans, or rather the North Americans, left, right, and center. And CLG, they have no answer for this. Now, they might have a stellar T side later on, you never know. They could have a comeback, but come on, you need a few rounds on the CT side. But they look so completely lost here, as the Brazilians are just so thoroughly out-aiming them. And Peter. Ooh, Cutler though takes down Steel. The Molly's going to come in, but a little bit too behind as Peter still alive manages to get a frag onto Bolts. Tariq meanwhile takes on ZQK. 2v4 situation. Is this the round they're looking for? But no, it's Fallen still alive. He refuses to fall. Another kill coming from Fallen. 2v3 situation. Furt takes on Peter. And what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? The Brazilians are on fire as Fallen drops the bomb to his teammates, and they're going to make the way all the way back to B. But they don't know Hayes is there. Hayes is lurking there. Takes on Fallen. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. And it's a 1v1 situation as Fur 10 seconds. And they should be able to get the bomb plant here as Hayes is just on 2 HP. And Fur is going to get the bomb down. And Fur just pre-firing through the doors. But it's Hayes there, 2 HP. He needs this round for his team. And he got a feel for the man. And the nade is gonna take down Hayes. And what nade that was. That bounced like 2 or 3 times. Perfect nade from Fur. And it is gonna be 12-0 here for Key Stars. And this is, well, call the cops, ladies and gentlemen, because this is brutal. This is an absolute thrashing being handed out by the Brazilians. And I've fallen in love with this style of playing here. Their aim is so on point. The way they're just roaming around the map, getting full map control, intimidating CLG. And CLG, not even one round on board here, and this is looking absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, what's going on? This is absolutely obscene. And now FNS and Cutler though. Cutler does have the swag 7 to play with. FNS with the 5-7. And a couple of P250s and a Deagle and the rest of the teammates, but the way the Brazilians are playing right now, it is absolutely brutal. As Bolts is going to peek in, sprays down, gets one, but he's going to get taken out by Peter. FNS can pass by a quick frag of his own, but FNS just on 2 HP, and that is going to stop that push from Keith Strauss in the tracks. But they still have a lot of time to work with. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. And now they're working their way over to short by the looks of it. The bomb is with the Fallen. And Fallen, though, takes a head of FNS. He misses the shot, but that's okay. He's got the Peter 50, and now he's waiting for his teammate to come in. And Peter has got to work his magic, but it's completely flashed. It's Fur takes their Fur and Steel, teaming up to finish things off. 13-0 here for Keith Stars. And ladies and gentlemen, I've said it once, I've said it again, I've said it 2 or 3 times already, but this is obscene. This is absolutely a manhandling. This is absolutely just Keith Star just manhandling Counter Logic Gaming, and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. And CLG, what could they do? I mean, I'm thinking, like, what would I do if I was in this situation right now? I'd probably just curl up in the corner and cry, but Tariq finally winning a duel as it takes on Fallen. But it might be a little bit too late. But Hayes, though, takes on Fur for just pushing out A side all alone. But Keith Stars should be very confident and comfortable with where they are right now. Peter, though, replies back a frag on the Bolts. And it is a 2v5 situation here. But honestly speaking, I think this is... I think Keith Stars pretty much have this in the bag. Unless CLG do, you know, pull off the mother of all comebacks. Like, the mother of all comebacks. If they do, it's going to go down in the history books. It's one of the greatest comebacks in history. But by the looks of it, it's going to be ZQK with Steel pushing out. And there's a man in the sight. They're just waiting there. And he's going to take down Hayes. Hayes takes down ZQK. Skill replies back. It's going to be Cutler that takes him down. And it's going to be the first round on board here for... CLG, but is it a little too late is the question. Is it a little too late as 113 and my word. And it's surprising though that Keith Stars, they really don't care right now. They got so many rounds to play with that. It's Dust 2, it's not Nuke. It's not Nuke, it's Dust 2. And even though, you know, of late, at least in CSGO, D2, the meta has evolved to such a state that it's now more CT-sided, it's nonetheless still much more balanced than, let's say, a map like Nuke. And a 13-1 scoreline. Even if they get a second, even if they get the last round here, 13-2, might be a little too much for the CLG team to defend as they move on, switch over to the T side. And Fur, once more boosted. I love that boost spot from Fur, but Cutler's going to peek in, checking the spot, but doesn't matter. Fur takes him down, and it is going to be the short play coming out of Peter. Takes on Bolts, 4v4 situation. CLG, they need this round, even though I really doubt it's going to do much, but they definitely need one more round, at least to give them that little bit of breathing space they require. But the Brazilians are playing so good at the moment. As Fallen and ZQK, dual op setup. They've been sticking with dual op setup ever since they were able to afford it. And they're going to peek out long. It's a long play coming out here where there's no one they're going to encounter. But Fur open things up, takes an FNS, but Tariq in mid and Peter, he's going to get smoked off. Is he? Yes, he is, but there's a huge gap for him to play. He misses the shot, though, and that's a shot he can't afford, but Tariq replies by the fragment, and Peter takes on Fallen as well, and it's a 2v3 situation, as Peter goes for the flying shot. He manages to tag down Steel and finally finishes him off, but it's going to be all down to Fair, who is in mid, but he's going to come running in, and Tariq's waiting for him, and it's going to be the second round here for CLG, but 13-2. 13-2, this is gonna be a really tough comeback, if a comeback is even gonna happen. As CLG, they got 2 minutes to think about what they're gonna do. They're gonna really wonder what the hell they're gonna do on the T side, how they're gonna play the T side, because there is absolutely no room for mistakes here for the North American team. They cannot afford to lose a single round. The second the Brazilians get one more round, that's GG. Just because looking the way they're playing, I'm kind of assuming, I'm trying to like throw on my philosophy hat here, my Freudian hat here, but by the looks of by the way they're playing right now, they look like it's almost like they know they have the game in the pockets. They're just rampaging through the North American lineup here, and Fair 19 frags at 5 deaths, Fallen 15, Bolts and Steel on 13 apiece, 7 frags in ZQK, but that really doesn't matter as 13 rounds is huge. And let's see how it's gonna be. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. After this game, I'll probably be switching over to the other game, which is I think Virtus Pro facing off against Cloud9. I wonder what the score is over there. I really want to watch that game. I'm personally I always like watching games where I don't know who to support, because I love VP. I absolutely love Virtus Pro since 2005 when a Golden 5 were there, like Neo, Taz, Lord Cuban, all these guys, and I absolutely love them as a team, and the fact that they're playing in Katowice, their home ground, their home turf. At the same time, I love Cloud9 as well. Yes, they keep disappointing again and again, but they're such an exciting, it's such a fun team to watch, and they have so much heart and so much of enthusiasm in the game, and that's what I feel sometimes is lacking in many of the teams. And C9, yeah, they haven't won anything really great. They have shown, some signs of brilliance, but at the end of the day, it's Counter-Strike, and you gotta love the game, and that's why I wanted to watch those two teams play. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, I wanted to cast this game as well between Keith Stars and CLG, but it looks like it's gonna be Keith Stars, or am I gonna jinx it? Because it is 13-2 here, and the pistol round coming in, as it is gonna be, by the looks of it, a B play coming out from Counter Logic Gaming, as they're going to take control of Upper Dark and gonna make the way here. Very similar play style, but look at the play. Look at Fur there. Very aggressive at lower dark. He gets taken down though, and a very aggressive play from the Brazilians. But they're going to lose the first man. Tari gets a quick double kill. Fallen falls. Fair gets taken down as well, and it's a two-man advantage here for the North Americans. And Walter replies back with a great headshot on Cutler, and they're duking it out at mid. As look at the man. I think that's ZQK. I'm sorry, I think that's Steel. Very aggressive push. He's pushing out Cat. He spots that finesse, and he misses the shot though. And Peter takes on Bolts in the 4v2 situation. The bomb's not down yet, as ZQK is trying to prevent the bomb plan from happening. The health very low on Tariq and Hazed. As the retake is going to come in a 2v4 situation, as Peter takes down Peter. 2 1-taps. Hello there, no problem, and it's gonna be the pistol round going the way of CLG, but they have a long mountain to climb, so far away, and 13-3. And what are the Brazilians gonna do? They have so many rounds to play with. They can do whatever they want. They can come up with whatever iteration of guns they want right now. And they're gonna go for some weird buy here, as Bolts is gonna go for the Scout, while the rest of his team, it's just gonna be Fur with the 5.7 and body armor. Sorry, it's Steel and Fur going for the armor pistol buy, while Fallen and ZQK are just gonna be with the 5.7 and the P2000. And Peter with the Scout. There's one man there lurking inside a pit. And that's Steel. And there are 4 men near the A side. And they're walking out. CLG walking out. And Steel, he knows it. He spots one. Not able to kill anyone as Hayes takes him down. The pop flash going to come in from Fur here as they're going to peep out. But FNS, but great pop flash coming up. But Fur's going to get taken up by Hayes from long distance. And it's all down to Fallen here. All alone here. He's going to get Fallen as well. And it's going to be the last man standing. That's going to be Bolts. Look at the health on CLG. All of them below 50. Actually, majority of them below 25 health points. Tariq on 25, FNS on 23, and 21 on Cutler. So, it could have gone either way, but Keatstar's not able to deliver the killing blow on any of the members, as it looks like CLG are going to win this round without losing a single man in the process. Bolts is going to hold on to his Scout, and it's going to be an eco round coming out from Keatstars, and it is going to be the 4th round on board for CLG. But like I said, I was very skeptical of the fact when CLG were 2-13 down against Hellraisers and Nuke. I was very, very skeptical. I'm like, no way, you know, no way they're pulling it off. And they did it. I mean, they surprised me. So anything could happen. It's Counter-Strike, and that's why we all love this game. But then, let's be realistic. It's going to be really, really tough for the North Americans to pull off something. To pull off a win here, but they started off on the right foot here on their on the T half. Won the first round, won the following anti-eco round, and Fallen does have his hands on the Scout, which they managed to save the previous round. And CLG playing it slow. One thing you definitely, like, in a situation like this, what happens in many teams, many inexperienced teams, and let's be honest with ourselves, CLG are a very inexperienced team compared to, I know they've been around for a while, but in this scene, in the biggest, like, in the CSGO major, facing off against international teams, it takes some heart, it takes some nerves of steel, and they are a team, even though they're so young, they're so new in the majors, in international team, that they have shown that they can duke it out with the best, and they have the nerves, they can handle the nerves, it's not a problem. The question is, can they out-aim the Brazilians? Because the Brazilians right now, it's almost like they have aimbots enabled, and 5-13 here, and it's gonna be the buy round coming out from Keatstars, and okay, I haven't seen this gun in a while. Steel with the bullpup, or the AUG, as it's more correctly referred to, and dual ops once more. Fallen getting boosted up, and look at the aggressive play from ZQK. He's already in lower dark. Cutler. Actually, it's going to be Fallen who takes him down from short. A very, very aggressive play, which is, it looks like the trademark for the Brazilians, as Fallen goes down. Sorry, it's Cutler who goes down, as Fallen just lurking there. The smoke's going to come in, but he's got Peter waiting for anyone to peek out, for any of the Brazilians to peek out. As the C4 is working its way over to long, but they got Fallen to contend with Fallen, and Steel with the AUG as well, and the smoke's coming in. The flash is raining as well. Steel is so blinded here, but so are the terrorists, as he's going to get almost instant taken down by FNS. And Peter still lurking in mid, and this could be huge. This could be absolutely huge. Sorry, he's at long, I'm sorry. That was Hayes looking at mid. He takes on 2 men as Bolt and Fall, and it's going to be Fair and ZQK with the dual ops, and they should be trying to save them, but ZQK, a parting shot onto Tariq as Peter and FNS, the last 2 men are left alive, and it is going to be the 6th round on board here for CLG as to win it. And a very aggressive start on the buy round for the Brazilians, for Keith Stars, but then it kind of fell apart as the long push coming in, and as Steel and Bolts fell, and it's gonna be 6-13 here, and I am having a little tough time following the action, ladies and gentlemen, because it's just me trying to do everything here, but do bear with me if I do miss a couple of frags here and there. I'm trying my best. Peter. Ooh, just spots the foot of ZQK and managed to tag him through the door to 52 HP. And 6-13 here. It's still not over, guys. It is absolutely still not over as a dual op setup coming out as Derek and Peter. I love how they're covering each other so that they can advance in, but they got Fallen holding very aggressive in that spot in short, and this is pretty much a guaranteed kill, especially to an Oppa of his caliber, as it's going to be a mid-to-B play coming in. But Peter opens things up at B. It takes on ZQK, and it's 1 man alive. There's Bolt, who gets taken up by Peter as well, and getting stuck at doors. Cutler just at 13 HP. The bomb should be going down as the smokes come in. And what are the Brazilians going to do? They are going to play the safe. They know they have a lot of rounds to play with, and they're going to hold on to their guns. But now you got to start asking yourselves this. When are they gonna win a round? Because there's gonna be 5 rounds in a row here for CLG, and this could honestly go either way. I hope I don't jinx anyone by saying that, but CLG, they've proved that they can come back from the most impossible situations, and the Brazilians right now, they look so alive. It was like watching, you know, the old Brazilian team back in the 90s with, you know, Ronaldo and Ronaldinho, when they used to play the beautiful game, when they used to play football. I don't know how many of you guys are fans of football, or soccer as called it in America, but like, it was so much fun watching them at the T side. They were all over the place, lively, jumping around, getting some crazy shots here and there. But now, I think they're just slowing things down a bit. They're looking a little less enthusiastic, I'd say, as they were earlier. Playing a little bit more safe than what we've seen of them earlier on their T side. Let the soccer versus football argument begin on chat. Go. In the meantime, though, Keith Stars, they're still going to be able to buy up again. But CLG, they needed a great start on their T half, and they do have it right now. But once again, are they going to go for the mid-to-B play? Because if they do, they're in for a surprise, and they have 3 players waiting for them. As it's going to be Fur near double doors, ZQK in window, and Bolts. But that's not going to be it, as it looks like CLG, they are spreading out, but making some noise at A, trying to draw out a rotator, and Hayes is going to get taken up a Fallen. Great shot coming out from the man, and it's going to be Tariq missing his shot, and that is not a shot you can afford to miss at this particular juncture, and is going to nade the man at the back of platform. They're not going to be able to do much damage. ZQK takes on FNS, and this is falling apart here for the Americans as the Brazilians shut down B here. And Steel is all the way in T-spawn as well, and it's all down to Cutler, who gets one, but he is going to fall as Keith Stars are now just 1 round away from match point and 2 rounds away from advancing to the quarterfinals. That was CLG kind of second-guessing this, so the Peter takes on ZQK through the smoke. And, well, it's not over yet. But I really felt the previous rounds, CLG were kind of second-guessing themselves, not really sure where they're going to go. And the push quite not working. It was a very half-hearted push as well. Not really something which you can afford to do at this particular juncture in the game. As Fallen holding mid there like a wall. And he manages to tag down FNS to 6 HP, but FNS survives there, but he is on life support. As the two men, the Steel, and I think that's for holding really aggressive and Long, so Long is not an option. Hayes is going to hold here near double doors, waiting for any of the Brazilians to push in, because we did see Steel push in all the way to T-spawn earlier. As the rest of CLG are going to make the way here through mid. The bomb still lurking in upper dark, and there is one man. Just one man they have to contend with, and that is Bolts, who has absolutely no clue. CLG crawling their way up to B side. I think Bolts has an idea now. The flashbang comes in, and Bolt, though, he's going to get taken up by Tarek. It's going to be a 4v3 situation if Her comes pushing out, and the bomb site is now completely in control with the Americans. Hayes duking out at Fallen, and that is a fight he should not be taking. And that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to fall back all the way to Cat. But the Brazilians, they still have a lot of rounds to play with here. Even though CLG, they're going to win this round. It's going to be 8-14. They still have 6 rounds. They're still leading by 6 rounds to CLG. And just 2 more rounds to win the game. So all Keatstar's got to do right now is just take this slow and steady. Just play this very, very slow. Make sure, just wait for the right moment and then make the play. And what a shot from Fair! I don't even believe that. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? The shot on Tarek, that was absolutely inhuman. And it is going to be, of course, the 8th round here for CLG. They're still clinging on by the edge of the bloodied fingernails. And they are on the precipice here, the precipice of defeat, of getting knocked out of the tournament. Keatstars, just 2 rounds remaining. And CLG, though, they're still alive. They're still fighting it out. As Tarek and Peter take turns trying to spray through double doors there. And they're not going to find anyone, though. While the rest of the Brazilians, sorry, the rest of the Americans, they make the way through mid. Getting mid control, and ZQK going for these with the flashy shots at mid, and it looks like they're going to come for the short play, but Fallen is waiting for the Fallen's going to get flashed out. He's going to drop down to CD spawn, but he should have enough time to fall all the way back to long cars, where he has a great angle to pick out any CLG player coming out of short. And one thing I gotta say is the aim on Keatstars is, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. I've been watching all the top teams play here, but this is absolutely phenomenal. As Fallen gets one, not able to get a second frag though, but he's gonna fall back, he's gonna get flashback, and they have 3 men in long, so a retake is very much possible. But they're gonna go for the short plant as the 4 men left alive, 2 ops still alive on Peter and Tarek, and Peter just holding short while it's gonna be the CDs. It's going to be the retake coming in from CD spawn and from long as the coordinated pushes come in. Vault takes on Cutler, and Peter, though, takes down ZQK. A pixel shot there, and 3v4 situation. And Tarek, look at Tarek just looking at that angle. They have no clue where he is, but he's going to get taken up by Fallen. Fallen, a great spam shot coming in from it. It's all down to Hayes, and he's not going to last much longer. And the bomb is going to get defused by Steel, and it is going to be mapped and match point here for Keatstars. And the Brazilians are on the verge of creating history by going to their first quarterfinals in a CSGO major. And do bear in mind, this is the debut in a CSGO major, and I think everyone knows how much they've struggled. How much of they've struggled to fly down here, lack of sponsors, lack of money, etc., etc. But that's okay. They're one round away from proving it all worth it, and the fans are going to be so stoked. As they're just 1 round away now, and Fur opened things up onto by getting a frag on FNS, but Tarek replies back with a great shot on the Steel, 4v4 situation. But CLG now. They gotta hang on. They have got to hang on here. But 7 rounds, 7 match points for Keystars. And this is looking absolutely huge. Absolutely huge lead they have on the Brazilian side as the play is going to come in. They don't even have a single smoke. They don't have a single smoke on CLG, and it's going to be Fallen. He picks up a double. Is he going to get a triple? He gets a triple, and it finishes things off with a triple kill coming in for Fallen. And GG, well played, going to be called. And ladies and gentlemen, Keystars are going to be going to the quarterfinals, and CLG are going to go home. And that is an absolute masterclass performance coming out from the Brazilians. GG, well played. And I am going to switch directly over to the next game. Let's see what's happening live here as